You must have watched the video of traders shouting outside the Johannesburg High Court, holding placards that read, "We are not criminals," and "Hands off our jobs." Their message was clear: they are ordinary South Africans trying to make an honest living. But behind those chants lies a much deeper story about power, poverty, and the everyday struggle to survive in one of Africa's busiest cities. Today, we look at the heated showdown between the city of Johannesburg and its informal traders, a battle that has spilled from the streets into the courtroom, turning into a test of justice, dignity, and survival. Informal traders are the pulse of Johannesburg's streets. They sell fruit, clothes, and cooked meals outside taxi ranks, train stations, and office blocks. They bring life to spaces that might otherwise feel empty. For many of these men and women, trading is not just a job, it's survival in a country where nearly a third of citizens are unemployed. When you see those colorful stalls and the sounds of bargaining on Bree Street or Hillbrow, you're looking at the true face of the South African working class. But the city says the growing number of traders is becoming unmanageable. Officials claim the traders block pavements, create health hazards, and make it difficult to maintain order. They argue that enforcing bylaws is necessary to keep Johannesburg clean and functional. Yet, to the traders themselves, it feels like harassment dressed up as urban management. The dispute has now landed in the Johannesburg High Court. The city is defending its move to evict traders from their usual spots, while the traders are challenging the legality of that action. Their lawyers argue that the city acted unlawfully and violated their constitutional right to work and trade. They also claim the evictions were carried out without proper consultation or notice. Some traders say they lost their entire stock, thousands of rand gone overnight, as Metro Police confiscated goods and dismantled stalls. Outside the court, protesters gathered, chanting struggle songs and demanding that the city stop treating them like criminals. The scene was emotional. Some traders cried as they spoke about feeding their children through the little income they earn on the streets. One elderly woman said she's been selling vegetables for 25 years and has never begged the government for anything. "I don't steal," she said. "I sell to survive." Inside the courtroom, lawyers traded sharp arguments. The traders' legal team referenced Section 22 of the Constitution, which protects the right to choose a trade or occupation. They also accused the city of failing to create proper trading zones as promised in its own policies. The city, on the other hand, maintained that the traders were operating in restricted areas and that it had given enough warning before the removals. This isn't the first time Johannesburg has seen such clashes. Back in 2013, under Operation Clean Sweep, thousands of traders were forcibly removed from the streets, leading to a constitutional court case. That court ruled in favor of the traders, affirming their right to earn a living. Yet, a decade later, it seems the city has not learned from its own history. The same people who rebuild the city's economy from the ground up are the ones being pushed aside in the name of progress. Critics say the evictions show how disconnected the city's leadership has become from the poor. Some even suspect that the crackdown is politically motivated, a way to appear tough and organized as local elections approach. Meanwhile, the streets themselves are crumbling, potholes, broken traffic lights, and water leaks everywhere. Yet, somehow, a woman selling oranges becomes the city's biggest problem. Civil society organizations and economists have weighed in, warning that removing traders will only deepen poverty. They argue that instead of evicting them, the city should help formalize and support small street businesses. Studies show that informal trading contributes billions to the local economy and provides opportunities where the formal sector has failed. But instead of investment, traders get intimidation. Among the protesters, there was also humor. One man joked that maybe the city expects them to start selling online. "Should I open an eBay for tomatoes?" he laughed, earning cheers from the crowd. That moment of laughter, though brief, reminded everyone of the resilience that defines Johannesburg's people, the ability to joke even when the situation is painful. Still, Many traders are not laughing. They've lost stock, borrowed money, and face harassment from officials. Some say Metro Police confiscate goods without receipts or return. Others claim they are treated like criminals in their own city. The city, meanwhile, insists it is acting lawfully and says it is open to dialogue, though traders argue that promises of engagement are empty words. The outcome of this court case could reshape how South Africa handles informal economies. If the traders win, it could empower countless others across the country who face similar struggles in Cape Town, Durban, and Tshwane. If the city wins, it might set a precedent for even harsher crackdowns nationwide. At its core, this fight is about dignity. It's about the right of ordinary people to exist and work without fear. Informal traders are not the enemy, they are the mothers, fathers, and young people holding communities together in the absence of formal jobs. They are the ones feeding taxi drivers, students, and workers every day. As one activist put it, you can clean up poverty by sweeping away the poor. The High Court's ruling will not just decide whether a few traders return to their stalls, it will test whether South Africa truly believes in equality under the law. So, what do you think? Is the city justified in enforcing its bylaws, or are these evictions another sign of government disconnect from the people it serves? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future updates on South Africa's political and social issues. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time.